welcome to Mindscape Create, where creativity meets personal development. Today, we're going to be looking at one of my books. As you can see here, it's called The Worry Diary, and it's available on Amazon under The Worry Diary or Mindscape Books. All of my books are available on Amazon under Mindscape Books. And I'm really, really proud of this one. So let's have a look. You can see it's got some really cute little images in there and quotes surrounding the topic of anxiety and worry. The main theme of this book, as you can see, is the Guatemalan worry doll. So there's a number of exercises in there that are based on this theme. But what I really wanted to do with this book is create a little diary which is almost pocket sized, definitely small enough to pop into your bag. And it is both applicable to adults and children. I know it's got some sort of more childish themes in there, but it's really fun and it's actually really helpful for adults as well. So don't think that it's not for you if you are an adult and you suffer from worry or anxiety. You can see here there's a number of really fun, really helpful exercises and activities. So they're actually grounded in a lot of theory based on how to tackle anxiety. And at the end of the book, as I'm flicking through here, you can see there's a number of diary pages, and that's so you can document your worry and your feelings each day. At the very end of the book here, there is a doodle pad where you can draw or doodle your worries. So that's a little summary of the Worry Diary. Today, what I want to show you in this video is a little exercise that I do with my son, Drew, who's only 3 years old. So we've actually been using this Worry Diary, and as you can see on the front cover, there is a little Guatemalan girl. There's also the male version of this book online on Amazon under the same title. And she's holding a little Guatemalan worry doll, which I love. We do have one of those upstairs for Drew. But what we find is a really fun and helpful activity to tackle his worry. And yes, I know he's only 3, but he does also suffer from worry, as we all do sometimes, especially in this growth stage of his life. So what we find is really helpful is actually to create our own little worry dolls. So you can see here I've got some modeling clay. It's really fun, bright modeling clay that we've got here. This particular pack is a one that doesn't dry out, which is great. That's why I love using modeling clay. It's less messy than Play-Doh, for instance, and Play-Doh often dries out. So here's my little boy rolling the modeling clay. We're going to make this little model doll's head and body. What I've done, we've actually discussed already how he's feeling today, and this is something that we do most days when I feel that Drew is acting a certain way, which indicates to me that he is worried about something, or when he obviously says to me, "Mummy, I'm worried about X, Y, or Z." So today I said to him, "How are you feeling?" And he said he's feeling loved. So we've selected the pink and the orange modeling clay, and I'm going to make a little worry doll here out of those colors to represent his feelings today. Bear with me, you'll see where we're going with this. So one thing that Drew is particularly worried about at the moment, he is life of a 3-year-old. He is currently toilet training, and he worries about that whole process. So the joys of being 3, hey? So we're going to make his little worry doll to represent how he's feeling, which primarily today is loved, which is amazing to hear. And we do this together. We create the little body of the worry doll. And then we are going to add his worry to the worry doll. Now, the reason I like to do this rather than just use the worry doll is because the worry doll that we're going to create is obviously adaptable and represents how he feels on a day-to-day basis. So here's our little doll that we've made. You can see the heart in the middle representing how Drew feels today, which I think is really cute. He loved this one. And then he's told me which color he wants to select to represent his worry. So we're selecting this sort of red, it's almost like a reddy orange colour to represent his worry at the moment. And what he does is each day when he's feeling worried, he then tells me where he's feeling worried in his body. So which areas of his body he's feeling worried. So we squish it down and we just tear off some pieces of that chosen colour, and we're going to stick it to the worry doll. By the way, this table that I'm using has a vinyl cover on it, which is great for this exercise because it's really easy just to pick up all of the bits of the modelling clay. So here he is, he's showing me that he's feeling worry in his head or in his brain and his mind. So I'm just going to stick that on for him there. And we continue doing this for all of the parts of his body where he's feeling a particular worry. So yeah, we're going to continue sticking the worry on each section of the doll until he's satisfied that it covers all areas of his body where he's feeling that worry. And he's telling me here he wants some worry on the tip of his hand, which is an unusual place, but we'll go with it. So adding that reddy colour. As I said before, this modelling clay is so easy to use. You can blend the colours together, and this surface I'm actually doing it on is great, especially if you have kids, because you can pick up all the modelling clay. So the idea here is that your child is choosing the colours that they feel represents how they feel. It really gets them in tune with their feelings on a particular day, and it's adaptable, changeable. You can change the way that your little doll looks. You can move his arms around. It's a really fun process, really quick and fun as well. So you can do it in the morning before they go off to school. You can see my little man here. Looks great. Okay, so that's just an example of one of our worry dolls. I'll show you another one that we made yesterday. So this was really interesting because this little man, Drew wanted to be primarily green in colour to represent how he was feeling. So I asked how he was feeling, and he said that he was jealous of somebody at school who had a particular toy. So sort of incorporated a few colours, but what we can do is we can blend the green all around the head of the doll to represent that envy, if you like, in this case, all those feelings of jealousy. And that was creating some worry in Drew. Now you're probably wondering, why do we want to create dolls that sort of show all the worry, and isn't that going to enhance the worry in the child? The way that I describe it to my little one is that when we make the doll, what we're actually doing is we're putting the worry that he has into the doll, much like the Guatemalan dolls do. In the same concept, we are putting the worry into the actual figure so that Drew won't carry that worry with him throughout his day. So I just love this concept. I think it's really fun. And what we do is we stack them up on a shelf, and then he can look at them, and then once he comes home or the end of the week or end of the day, he tells me, "Mummy, I don't have that particular worry anymore." And we change the doll and we add colours, or we destroy the doll completely and make a new one, or we add other colours. So for instance, with this little guy, the jealousy doll, he has told me today he's feeling some anger. It was over an incident that happened this morning, and he feels the anger in his head, and he actually pointed to his face. So we're adding this colour to this little jealousy doll's face. So he's feeling some anger about this situation. You can see we can blend all those colours in nicely. I do usually get Drew to do this himself, but obviously just for the purposes of showing you how this is made, it's a little bit quicker and easier if I do it. He's doing his own in the corner there. You can see him playing around. So this is what we do. We blend the colours together to match his emotional mood. And all of that worry then we explain to our kids is sitting in that doll, so they don't have to carry that through their day with them. And it's just such a fun and cute way of expressing feelings, good and bad. You can do the good things as well. He's one happy little boy with his dolls. Please check us out, guys, on Instagram. We're under Mindscape Books on Instagram. Soon we are going to have another Instagram page, Mindscape Creates, and there's lots of amazing things coming, including the Ultimate Personal Development Program. You can also check us out on Amazon, where you can find the Worry Diary and a number of other amazing personal development books for both kids and adults. Can't wait to see you there.